Guys, and welcome back to another episode of Outcasts to Icons. If you are enjoying the series, please do drop a like on the video. That would be genuinely fantastic. Now, a couple of things I want to go over before I get into today's question of the day, and of course into the games that we've played this month, and of course the big game against Juventus. Now, firstly, my camera has arrived. It actually arrived on Friday, which is better than I expected, actually. It came very, very quickly. The issue is that the SD card that I ordered at the same time has not yet come, which means that, of course, I can't do any kind of face cam videos just yet. The other issue is, of course, that I've not really found a way of mounting the camera in a position that allows me to do that properly, because the tripod I use for videos actually doesn't fit behind my computer properly, so the camera would be at a really strange position, and I want to try and find a way of doing that, maybe by getting an arm or one of those kind of situations. So don't worry, a solution will be found. It's just going to take a little bit longer to do that, but don't worry, it is coming. Also, final thing is, where are we talking about here? Apologies, guys. Oh yeah, last week I'm sure quite a few of you probably got A-level results, so I know this is a bit late, but unfortunately because of the way that I record videos, it's been quite difficult to put something in as quickly as this, but hopefully you got the results you wanted, and if you didn't, it's not the end of the world. It really isn't. I got pretty crappy A-level results, in honesty, and I still got into uni, so if that's what you're aiming to do, then don't worry about it. You know, it's not the end of the world, so just don't get too downhearted about it. Life goes on. So let's do ourselves a question of the day. Now, this one, I made a note to answer it on this series. So, yeah, and that is this one. What is your most memorable moment from each of your saves this year? Pompey, Red Star, St. Pauli, Paris, and this. I'm just going to go through them in order of this. So, Pompey, for me, the most memorable moment for me has to probably be our Champions League final win. I know that's an easy one to say, but I just feel like that was damn exciting for me. I really did enjoy it. Red Star, for me, surprisingly not the Champions League final win. For me, the most sort of exciting moment for me on that one was the 5-5 draw that we got with PSV Eindhoven, where we came from 5-0 down in the last 20 minutes. I've never seen anything like that. Although we did nearly do it, but not in a live com, in this save, I believe, earlier in the season, so there is that. Also, St. Pauli. Now, I can't really remember much about St. Pauli. The series didn't really go on long enough for me to have any exciting moments. Probably the promotion in the first season, I'd have to say. Paris, the most exciting moment so far for me has probably been that 1-1 draw against PSG with Park Jae-won's 90th minute equaliser. So far, sort of the best moment of the series for me. And this one, well, I'm not sure. Winning titles, of course, in Kazakhstan was fun, I have to say. Also, that Champions League tie against Juventus when we were at Granada, I believe, was an absolute cracker. That was just ridiculous. So those are mine. What are your favourite moments from any of my series, I suppose, and favourite moments from your own saves? Let me know. And if you've got any ideas for a question of the day, please do drop it in the comments with the hashtag QOTD. You might notice that I'm speaking a little bit slower today, or I'm certainly trying to. I've been working on some techniques to try and slow my voice down a little bit, but I'm also worried about episodes dragging on for too long if I do that. So we've only got 3 games to talk about in today's episode, so that should help me out a little bit on that one. First up, we had Albino Leffe, and this is actually our second 5-4 of the season, and this time we were on the proper end of the 5-4, and would you believe who was on the score sheet 3 times again? I think that might be his 3rd or 4th hat-trick of the season. In the league, and this one was a very, very tight game, as you can see. 22 shots apiece, they had one more on target. So if anything, probably we got a little bit lucky, but that 84th minute winner from Simone Capra did the trick for us. The injury to Erving Drupal isn't exactly fantastic for us. You also notice that Wout Faes is playing for Albino Leffe. He's of course one of the players for our Belgium team, so there is that as well. So a fantastic result. I'm not going to really go through it all because it is just so many goals to talk about, but basically another hat-trick from Marcelo Di Placido, and I think he's on a ridiculous number now. I think he has still scored in every league game. However, as you're about to see, he did not score in the game against Sampdoria. Cup quarter-final at home, we were expected to get to the semis, and we were not good enough on the night. Ribeiro and Robert, I don't know if that is the Robert. I'm pretty certain it can't be. Oh no, of course it can't. It's Gauthier Robert, isn't it? That's a real player, in fact. He's Brazilian. So making it 2-0 to Sampdoria. We did get one back through Elvis, but it wasn't enough, and I really did want to try and get through there, so I was gutted that we didn't, because I thought maybe some silverware would help improve our reputation just that little bit more, because it is still stuck at 71%, and it has been for quite some time now, which is a little bit worrying, to be honest, but we're doing okay on it. That's the main thing. Finally, we had Udinese at home, and I was expecting a win, and that is exactly what we delivered. This time, however, Marcelo Di Placido was not really the sort of man at the moment. It was Andrea Zivkovic, who, frankly, I've actually said before that we were a one-man team at the moment with Di Placido, but to be completely honest, Zivkovic is as much part of that as he is, to be honest. He's had a serious amount of goals this year, and a lot of assists too. Some great set piece work from him as well, and of course beating Udinese as you would expect, really. Although it was a bit tighter than I would have hoped. Thankfully, Zivkovic getting that third goal just sort of killed things off for us. Now, we do have a player to talk about. I said I'd try and bring in a centre-back, and that's exactly what I've done. Now, this is the prime example of why I don't play the game like a lot of people play the game. So basically, as you guys know, I like to do the whole youth conveyor belt type of spiel, with bringing in youth players very, very cheap, very, very young, bringing them through and just get a continuous supply of them. So you either sell them or they play, and you make loads of money either way. Now, it's been difficult to do that at Roma because of the sort of time constraints based on this series. You know, you want to try and get things going a bit quicker. But I went out and I bought a centre-back. Now, this is Ilan Alian, which is, firstly, a fantastic name. He's an Israeli international centre-back. We bought him off of... Who did we buy him off of? We bought him off of Catania. Now, £10 million might seem like a lot, and it is a lot, and that's my point. It is an awful lot of money, and that's my point, is that he was the cheapest centre-back that we could get that was even vaguely okay. That's the issue I find. £10 million, that's basically our entire transfer budget had to be spent on him, and he's not even that good, really. He will do a job in the back, but he's not a fantastic player, and that is why I don't like playing the game like that, because I find that you end up spending loads and loads of money, particularly in these sort of situations, that you just don't have on players that just aren't that good. Whereas if we had sort of 5 or 6 years, I would have bought a sort of 18-year-old from an African nation or somewhere that, you know, produces this kind of talent and given him a crack, and we'd have probably got him for about £500,000, and he probably would have been worth about 20 million. So that's generally why I prefer to play the game like that. I just wanted to use it as an example, but we do still need him. However, he is now injured as well. I think he got injured in the very first game he played, so that's kind of how our luck's been going. He does have decent heading and tackling and marking, to be fair to him, and I think these stars are a little bit deceptive. He just has some sort of glaring sort of holes in some of his more technical stats, but then he is a centre-back, so perhaps that's not quite as important as some other things might be. He's got okay physicals, so that's fine. Natural fitness is superb. Right, a quick gander at the squad while we're here. So far, as you would imagine... Oh, sorry, I've been playing a different save, so... right, what was it? It was stats, it was... Oh, shit. I can't remember. Copy of overall, wasn't it? Yes, that's the one. Sorry, guys. I've been playing my Djibouti duty save offline over the weekend, and I've got it all set up differently. Right, so as you can see, 40 goals in 31 matches for Di Placido now. It's a little bit scary. 14 for Zivkovic and 9 for Caterini. As for assists, it's Caterini with 15, but Placido's in behind with 14. Just, he's on a different level. The way the league is shaping up is like this. We are 4 points behind Juve now, but today is the day. We need to bring them down a peg or two. We're 11 points. We're going to come second this year. That's kind of the way it's looking. I have only just really noticed how that gap started to emerge. There's been some teams dropping points. We look like we're going to be comfortably in the title race. It's just a question of how far we can push that, really. As you can see, 34 league goals from Marcelo Di Placido. He needs only nine more goals in his remaining 17 matches to better Norman Millington's tally for us, so that is truly superb. Right, let's jump into the match today against Juve, and to be honest, now apologies if I seem a little bit out of touch with some of the things. I actually played some of these games on Friday, and it is now Monday recording this, so oh, for the love of God. Sorry guys, once again. I wish they would be I wish that's one thing I would like to see on FM16, is those sort of situations where you have these sort of menu setups, but they should be unique to each save. I think that would be much better. Let's just do a quick pick here, move some stuff around. There we go. Di Placido, Caterini, Capra, Garcia, Falcao, Zivkovic, Lamantia, Arapi, Lorenzo and Mainardi. It's going to be tough, but we are at home against Juve. Di Placido, he has scored some goals in the league, but he looked a bit off the pace in the cup against Sampdoria, and I worry that he's going to be doing a similar kind of thing today against Juve, particularly as it's a tough game for us. You know, a win here would be huge because it would get us right back into things, and that is something that we really, really do need to do, to be honest. We're 4 points behind them. A win here puts us 1 point behind them, and yet again, I think it's only on this save that processing time is really quite suspect. Their goal difference is massive, but I'm pretty... Oh, wait. Oh, no, that's fine. So it saves those settings just fine, but not the other ones, which is a bit bizarre. 150 league appearance. Lovely old job. Mamadou Dia, and... Oh, hello. Well, yeah. Yeah, we'll go with that one, actually. Let's be confident about this. Right, Rodriguez, Malcolm, Saldana, Pogba... Oh, Jesus, Paul Pogba's still there. Byro. I swear Byro... Oh, that might be on a different save, actually. I get so confused. Right, go on, Burgos. Give him your worst. I've had some feedback regarding the Euros as well, which is fantastic. The general consensus seems to be that you guys want me to play the matches on extended, which is totally cool. I've seen some different sorts of opinions regarding whether to do individual matches in episodes or double livecom, triple livecom. So what I might do is, if I have to do double or triple livecom stuff, what I might do is play them on extended still, but then edit the episode so you don't actually see everything in the livecom. I'll cut out any boring bits. I won't be like cutting it down to nothing. I'll still feature a lot of it, but just to sort of trim out some of the fat, so to speak, to make the episodes not like 40 minutes long every single time, because I think that could get a little bit boring for some people. Katarini there, what a strike, and a Rapi now, and it's, oh my life. We have started this game like a bullet out of a cow. That didn't make any sense at all. I was going to say a bullet out of a gun, and then I was trying to say a bull in a china shop, and I ended up saying cow, because it's early. Give me a break, guys. Byro at the back now. We've started this game incredibly, though. That's the main sort of crux of the matter. 10 shots, and 6 shots of those have been on target in the first 15 minutes. If we don't win this game playing the way we are right now, I'll be very disappointed. Di Placido around the corner for Zivkovic, and it's a poor effort in the end. Probably took that on the volley, no doubt, but still, I am ecstatic with the way we've started this game. This is actually a better performance in terms of on paper, stats-wise, than the 3-2 victory against Juventus last season. So clearly at home, we've got the beating of them. Di Placido, he's going to be key for us, though. Capra again, he's going through, and once again, Plaza has made the save. Apologies, his name is not Plaza, it's Piazza. He was blurred by the line on the edge of the box there. This is, yeah, Juve have still got that threat, though, and we've got to be careful, because Malcolm is an absolute monster, and oh, what about that? 3 absolutely wonderful saves from Brignoli. They've had a few chances themselves now, and he's done well to keep them all out, to be honest. I expected at least one of those to go in, to be honest, because that's how the game works, isn't it? The rebound. Oh, Di Placido is... Oh, he's on the floor, unfortunately. I had my heart in my mouth for a second there, because I thought he was going to get injured. But they've come back into this game a little bit, but we've still got these set pieces. Capra now. Can he pick a pass? He's going to shoot himself. He's got all the way through. And once again, Piazza makes the save. What a brilliant first-half performance overall, except for the shooting. Now, this gives me a chance to try something out. Someone told me in the comments, and I don't know if this is true, I assume it is, because I don't know why they'd be saying it otherwise, that if you talk to the players passionately in a team talk, not these ones, the in-game team talks, and you tell them to concentrate, apparently if you're having not a huge amount of shots on target, although admittedly we're doing okay with that, but we may as well try it anyway, apparently that can increase the... oh, I've said calm, haven't I? That's not what I wanted. I want passionate. Concentrate. Apparently that can increase the amount of shots on target they get, because it sort of, yeah, G's them up a little bit in that sense. So we'll see if that works for the second half. We're batting around about a 500 in terms of shots on target in this game, so we'll see if that improves for the second period. Capra is coming in here, goes to Di Placido, and that is a really strange, trickly shot, and oh my days. I don't know how that nearly ended up in the back of the net, but it did. We're still continuing to play very, very well. Juve's chances have been quite limited. Oh, and at the back post yet again. If we don't win this, I'll be really, really disappointed in us. Zivkovic to Capra again. Juve seem really... oh, there we go. Back of the net. Di Placido. And he's done it again. That is 22 consecutive league games that Marcelo Di Placido has scored in. And we are now 1 point from the top of the league if we win this. And that was brilliant, actually. I think for once, well, not for once, our corner setup was nice to see it work very, very well for once. Juve seem to be completely unable to handle us right now. And what a strike that is from Di Placido. Top corner, it's 1-0 to Roma. That is a massive, massive goal. But we've still got plenty of time to hang on to this. Now, let's not overdo it just yet. I tell you what, in terms of shots on target, the ratio technically is slightly larger in this second half. Not by much, and obviously we'll see how it is at the end. It was 17-9 for the first half stats. So far the second half is 6-3, so it's gone up ever so slightly. I don't know whether that's even, you can read much into that. You'd need to see it over a few more games. Catarini's through, and he has to score, and he doesn't. We've had 6 clear-cut chances today. That is quite a lot for us. This tactic is really working against Juve's system. Garcia's now through. Di Placido, Capra, anybody. No, Luna now win that header. Oh, Rodriguez is through, and he's got a man over. And that is the perfect effort. He couldn't have done that better for me personally. Right, perhaps I'm just going to hold off on substitutions just till about sort of 70-72 minutes, just so I can make a better assessment of who we need to actually bring on. We've seemed to have stymied them a little bit in this second half. They had that little spell where they had that great opportunity, which Brignoli denied them, but I feel like they've... Right, okay, oh, dead on 70 minutes, that was coincidental. Right, oh, should we get Wang Jong Ho on for a little bit? Falcao's on a booking. I'm tempted to get De Laurentiis on for Zivkovic, not because he is a little bit lacking and I don't want to get him injured. That is the worst thing we can have right now. I might just leave it at that and possibly bring on Elvis for the last 10 minutes, perhaps. That's sort of the best thing I can think of. Even if this only ends 1-0, I'd be disappointed in some respects, but overall I'd be very happy because it's a 1-0 win against Juventus, and that's the most important thing. Let's get Elvis on then. Come on, son. Oh, perfect timing, actually, as they are looking a little bit knackered. Di Placido is going to be the hero again for us at this stage. Juve have yet to really offer anything new since that. We, at the moment, will be 14 points clear of the teams below us as well, and that is nothing to be sniffed at. Antonio Rubio is getting a little bit of space, and my assistant's told me about that a few times now, so we should probably just cover that base. Oh, okay, one more chance in this game. Please be us getting the second goal, because I would be gutted if we don't win this, based on how well we've played. Capra, round the corner for Elvis. Can he square it? Can he square it? He does. Di Placido, what a block again there. Some of Juve's last-ditch defending today has been quite spectacular, and I thought that was going to go straight in. Wang Jong-ho with the corner, maybe one last chance. Capra's ball, and Di Placido with the header, and once again, saved by Piazza. Lots of chances today, a really stunning performance overall, and it's going to be a 1-0 win over the table toppers, Juventus, and that is 1-0 to Roma. Superb stuff. They have shot a lot of people up. Well done, guys. That is genuinely spectacular. Not only that, but another goal for Marcelo Di Placido, the match winner for us today, and not man of the match though. That goes to Simone Capra, who I think has had a fantastic day. Wow, I'm ecstatic with that. Obviously, Genoa can catch up with us a little bit, but we really have put ourselves and Juve into a sort of two-horse race for the title. And I wonder if there's a real chance of us doing that now. We do have to play Inter away next, though, which is going to be pretty bloody tough, let's face it. So let's take a little look and see what we're going to be doing in the next episode. I'm thinking, because of the sheer amount of games we've got to play at the moment, I'm thinking perhaps we'll do the Feyenoord game away from home in the next episode, and then perhaps the home game in the next one after, because there's quite a lot of games in there. They're very spread out. I presume that won't be the case, but for after that, if we do get through against Feyenoord, it will be double livecom episodes. Don't worry, double livecom all the way to the final. He said, hoping. Anyway, guys, if you like what you've seen, please do drop a like on the video. I would really appreciate that. And if you have enjoyed it even more than that, please do subscribe to my channel for more Outcast icons and From the Shadows in your inbox every single day at 7 o'clock. And I hope you have enjoyed me trying to speak a little bit slower and the big win over Juventus. So I will see you guys in the next episode for our first leg against Feyenoord. See you guys soon. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.